There is our tail of the tape, and I misspoke. It's actually Robert Hale with the 4-inch reach advantage over Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Oh, wow.
Both very young guys. 1-inch height advantage for Ramazan, who is so far undefeated in his career. He's seen a knockout victory, a submission victory, and a decision victory.
Does
a little
it
bit of each.
Mixed martial arts.
That's the what is it? Napolitan ice cream of
The Neapolitan, yeah.
Neapolitan ice cream. Move while you're tapping in.
It'll be Kuramagomedov in the blue shorts, Robert Hale in the black, if you're just tuning in here on Facebook Watch. Kuramagomedov making his United States debut. He's fought in Germany, United Arab Emirates, and Russia, but this is the first time on American soil. Inside leg kick.
Open stance again.
Yeah. Expect those a lot. Inside low kicks, uppercuts with the power hand, and straights to the body with the power hand. Very effective. But both guys can do this.
And Kuramagomedov is turning over that toe when he throws that inside leg kick, so don't expect to see that right shot from him, the cup check from him.
The right hand from Robert Hale landed on the chest there of the slightly taller fighter.
A little power on that outside leg kick.
Nice.
Another kick from Kuramagomedov in the southpaw
out.
stance, and now he switches.
That was a nice low kick. Deliver with the shin.
Switch stance now. He's orthodox stance. Kuramagomedov.
What do you make of the early switch in stances, fellas? Is it just to give your opponent a different look early in the fight?
I think that he made a read because if you look at Hale's left leg, his toes are pointed very deeply in. And it's
Hard to
make it
check
hard
the kick.
to check the kick.
Absolutely right. And
Kuramagomedov back to the southpaw stance for now.
And it's harder also to land that inside low kick with your strong leg if he's turned in like that.
Yes. So it's basically standing in a blocking position.
Nice evasiveness there from Hale to avoid the kick. Back to orthodox stance for Kuramagomedov. Already switched twice early in our first round.
oh, nice little foot upside the head of Kuramagomedov. Hale brushes it off.
Now he's going to the calf.
That was nice, yep.
Mixing it up already.
Changing leads can confuse a fighter sometimes, your opponent. You know, just like Boss named off the things he can do as a southpaw against a right-hander. As soon as he switches leads, all that changes. The different tools, different weapons you have to be aware of, and it puts you in a different mindset right away. So to have him switching back and forth can be confusing.
And also because you trained for a southpaw, when they change that lead, your timing is a little bit off because you haven't seen that look for weeks.
Kuramagomedov staying busy with the kicks. He's thrown a lot of them already in this fight. Those can pay dividends on the legs of an opponent later in the later rounds.
Hale trying to find his rhythm, trying to find his range. Kuramagomedov doing a great job of controlling that distance, standing out there and mixing it up, pot-shotting and mixing it up.
I believe what Hale should be doing right now is just throwing combinations. Put a combination in his head, put that out into the cage, and that'll help him adjust and find his range, because right now he's a step behind. Kuramagomedov is leading right now.
Yeah, he's only throwing power shots, single shots the whole time.
Oh, there was a nice right hand by Hale.
Yeah, but you see, if he would have followed up with a hook and another cross, you know, that would have been fun. Or a cross liver shots.
Yeah, tough to get it done with a one-and-done situation.
Yeah, especially at welterweight.
Again, a showcase bout in our PFL Season 1, not involved in the standings. Neither of these gentlemen eligible to move on to the PFL playoffs regardless of result tonight. Another leg kick there, digs in for Kuramagomedov.
That one turned Hale's hips. That one was deep.
Good. Get your arms moving.
Nice slip to a double leg attempt by Kuramagomedov, and Hale does a nice job of countering it, changing the angle.
I love that.
There's that head kick again, coming upside quickly. Not a lot of setup, it's just quick.
Hale's getting a big reaction out of his counters, and when he does lead with that one shot, but like Boss was saying, he's got to throw that combination because Kuramagomedov is just a step behind when he makes these counters, when Hale makes these counters.
1 minute, Rob. 1 minute. There you go.
1 minute left.
Show around. Let's go. Take it. Now. Good. Now.
A little bit of a low punch there. Another single shot. near
sure
slip there from Kuramagomedov.
Kuramagomedov was trying to throw a knee from that distance, or if he was chambering a front kick, a teep, but Hale kind of caught him in the middle of it and knocked him a little off balance.
And as if to emphasize your point, Boz, Hale threw just a simple two-punch combination there, the second landing.
I was just going to say the same thing.
He is chopping on that lead leg now of Hale.
Here's a
At
shot.
least 3 that have completely knocked Hale off balance. Body lock attempt by Kuramagomedov.
10 seconds left in the first round here. Looks like Robert Hale's going to be able to stay on his feet fighting the takedown attempt.
Ready?
I actually was training in the same room as Robert Hale here at Ocean Resort and Casino the other night, and we were talking with his coach about being kind of a little boutique gym out of Atlanta where there are a couple of big camps. They take a lot of pride in the fact that they have got results despite not having big name value. But right now, Robert Hale is up against it from a very tough Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Oh man, he's firing left and right. The low kick is constantly landing. A few more of those, that could be trouble for Hale. I mean, switching stance, high kicks with the front leg, left and right. He's doing a phenomenal job, and of course I'm talking about Kuramagomedov. I like this though, what Hale is doing, going straight to the body. But again, follow it up with left hook to the head and maybe not a cross behind it.
Pulling the jab out there, wears another inside low kick.
Just inside low kick thrown with the power leg, and then outside low kick thrown with the power leg on the same leg because he's switching stances.
Well, we talked about his 3-0 record and his youth, Randy, but he's fighting with a lot of poise,
He
Ramazan
certainly
Kuramagomedov.
is. He's showing a lot of tools, a lot of dexterity. He's got a great sense of where he's at in this fight. Even though his opponent keeps plotting in, he's doing a great job of changing the angles, moving it, and using that footwork and switching leads that makes it very difficult to get a read on him.
Yeah, good lateral movement by him. We haven't seen his back up against the fence at all in Kuramagomedov.
You saw the fight metrics there. 73% of Kuramagomedov's strikes are landing.
Finish with the right kick.
Take you
Go.
inside of Hale's corner here.
Right, now. Whoa, good. Now he's found his range. Now, Robbie, switch stances. Tony style. Now, right kick now. Now. That's it. Right hand. You're too close, Ramazan. Now. Nice.
Boz, what do you think of Robert Hale's corner asking him to switch stances?
You know, I don't know, because if that's not his forte, if he didn't really work on that, that's probably the reason he's not doing it. Because, yeah, otherwise he needs to do it because that front leg can only get so much damage.
But I
if you're not
agree.
used to it-
I agree. That's something you have to train. It's not going to be a comfortable thing to do in the heat of the battle in the middle of the fight.
It's going to work against
Overhand
you.
right lands there for Kuramagomedov, and he goes right to the switch stances.
He's got great left hook counters and right hook counters. Depends what stance he stands.
There you go.
We'll take you inside of the red corner of Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Don't wait, Ramazan. Nice.
Move your feet, Ramazan.
Nice.
Again, that's
Try not
Ricardo
to chase.
Almeida in the corner.
Nice.
Yeah.
3-punch counter, Ramazan.
Good right hand by Robert Hale.
That's nice.
And he followed that one up.
I need combinations.
And great head movement by Kuramagomedov.
Yeah.
Take a sec.
I need combinations.
Wow.
That's a beautiful
Nice
uppercut on the
slip
inside.
uppercut. Wow, that was nice.
Turning it up here in round 2. And I finally heard it out of Robert Hale's corner as we were taking you inside of Kuramagomedov's corner. I finally heard out of the corner of my ear, if that's a phrase, I need combinations, Robert. They're calling for combinations now.
Well, and there was some combinations thrown right there. Both guys threw some beautiful combinations.
Yeah.
A little lead hook there, lands for Ramazan.
His distance is great, everything is great. Head movement, changing levels, switching stance. 22 years old, that is crazy.
And looking quite fresh for the amount of activity he's put in so far in this fight with 1 minute left in round number 2. Another leg kick lands.
And that's going to be one sore left leg tomorrow.
Yeah, and I believe he's starting to chip away at Robert Hale. And when I say that, what I mean is he's starting to break the spirit a little bit. Hale isn't gonna quit in the fight, but he's starting to feel, it seems that he's starting to feel that Kuramagomedov is a lot. It's a little bit too much.
30 seconds, Robert, 30 seconds.
We'll be able to tell if he starts throwing big shots.
Quick little change levels in double leg, switching to the single leg is Kuramagomedov. Trying to
Good
put Robert Hale on
takedown
the ground.
defense.
Nice
Really good
sprawl.
takedown defense. Good job by
Kuramagomedov's
Kuramagomedov.
not going to give it up. He just keeps driving until he gets what he wants.
And we saw that at the end of round number 1. Also, 30 seconds left. Very strategic. Make sure you ensure the round with a takedown.
But that's also a great job by Hale getting back to his feet. He still wants this fight.
Oh, spinning back fist right at the bell.
You know what? For this third and final round, we're going to let our audience on Facebook Watch hear what the fighters hear. We're going to be silent at the broadcast table. We're going to let you listen to the corners and get inside of this cage a little bit.
Go. Finish strong, Rob. Finish strong.
Distance. Keep your feints. There you go. Keep your oogle. That's it.
He's slipping.
Rob, good. Now.
I need 3, Ramazan. After his loss.
Come on, Rob.
Wait,
Let's
you're
go.
waiting.
There it is.
You're
Good
waiting,
right hand.
Ramazan.
Come on, Rob. Make them remember you. Make them remember you. Good.
Right here, right here. Return that.
Don't wait
Return
in
it,
front,
buddy, come on.
Ramazan.
Good. Go. Good.
There you go. I need more.
Ramazan, I need
Now, Rob, you're making him
Yes.
desperate.
Ramazan, stiff.
Now, good. Throw
Ramazan.
some pepper behind it. Fast. Speed. Good. Good.
Left shot,
Now.
Ramazan chase.
Cross.
Left shot. Don't do that again, Ramazan.
Now.
Back. Throw that chase after.
Kick.
He's waiting.
Set it up.
82. 82. 82, Ramazan. There you go.
Robert.
Rasvatsi Pat.
Rob, you got to do something, buddy.
Pista. Pista Rasvatsi Pat.
Come on, Rob.
Pista Ramazan.
Fight.
That's it.
Good.
Nice. Prop shot. Rasvatsi Pat.
All right, Robert, we're in a fight now. We're in a fight, Robert.
Nice. Rasvatsi
There we go.
Pat.
We're in a fight, Robert.
Throw it. You know it's here. Come on.
26. I 26. I 26. I 26.
You changing stances.
I 26. Adinka sack. That's Adinka sack. Left shot. That's Adinka sack. That's Adinka sack. Adinka sack.
Come on, Robert. We're fine.
Prop shot.
Good.
Cassette
Rob,
pet.
you got to answer it.
Cassette pet 2.
Good. Come on,
Cassette
Rob.
pet 2.
Good.
Nusok.
Rob, go.
See Nusok.
The toe, the toe, the toe, the toe.
Fire back off those, Rob.
Nice. F82 got the chase.
8:32, 26.
Left shot,
2 to 5. Altogether. 26. 26.
Last 26.
126.
82. Mansour 2.
2 minutes, Rob.
Mansour 2, Arjui. Mansour 2. Mansour, yes.
That's it. Now you're doing it. Now you got it. Hey,
Arjui.
now. You have your
Nusok.
distance. You
Tip,
gotta start.
tip of the toe, your toe.
There it is. Walk up. Knee the head. Get it up. Now knee.
120, Ramazan.
Good, Rob.
Ramazan, head under his head. Head
I didn't realize how hard that would be to watch the fight and not say anything.
That's, tell you what,
Squeezing. Man,
just a little taste of what it's like to actually be in there trying to listen to your corner, and hopefully you understand whatever language they're speaking, first of all.
82-76.
And there's, there's codes to this. Different gyms have different combinations they call out. So just a little bit of a taste there for our Facebook Watch audience. An interesting thing for me there, gentlemen, the urgency coming out of Kuramagomedov's corner as opposed to Hale's corner, mostly silent during that time.
Yep.
Hale had a couple shots that he landed nice, but it's still been a whole lot more real fluidity and athleticism by Kuramagomedov.
Yeah.
Mixing up the combinations. Oh my gosh.
Over and over, every position.
I see a lot of talent in the cage right now, but I see more skill on the Kuramagomedov side. Both of these young men are truly very talented.
Yep.
But Kuramagomedov is just more refined.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 see it the same, 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
And here are the Cageonomics numbers from our second new fighter showcase bout. Very, very active in the volume in this fight. You saw almost 70 kicks thrown by Ramazan Kuramagomedov. I don't know if I've ever seen that number before in a non-championship fight. 52 of those landed, and he mixed in a couple of takedowns.
Ouch. I can say that.
Somebody's going to be walking with a limp tomorrow.
Bas Rutten inside of our cage.
All right, Ramazan, you improved your record to 4-0 right now. I mean, you looked phenomenal, switching stances all the time, having Mark Henry there. I mean, you got to give props to him, right?
Yeah. Okay. First, I want to say thank you for Atlantic City, for fans. Thank you so much. For Ray, for his organization, BFL. Thank you for giving me this chance. Now, I want to say thank you for my coach. Mansour, my first coach in Dagestan, Mark Henry and Ricardo Almeida. I always train with this guy, and they all teach me everything. Southpaw, riding, kicks, box, shot, grounded pound, everything. I'm still young, and I wanna learn my fight. And I hope I will be every fight better and better.
And yeah, he's 22 years old, ladies and gentlemen, 22 years old. I wasn't doing anything. I started at 28, so you can only imagine. Training with Chris Weidman, being his sparring partner, that of course helped you a lot.
Yeah, 2 times I'm trained. I was in camp Chris Weidman. We did a lot spar for him. I'm learned for him because he was champion, world champion. He was tough guy, and I have in my team have too much guy. Top 5, top 10, world champion in the world, the best guy. My sparring partner, Corey Anderson, Carl, they tough guy in UFC. I have my brother Zabit, and I'm happy. I'm happy for I have this team and this coach.
You got a great future ahead of you. Congratulations so much. Unbelievable performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Jaleel Willis welcomes Ramazan Kuramagomedov to the Bellator MMA cage. John Kuramagomedov, unbeaten at 10-0.
Unbeaten, and he is a dynamic wrestler, but Jaleel Willis got good wrestling, good boxing. He believes his boxing is going to be the difference.
So Willis bouncing back from the first 2-fight losing streak of his career with a win over Kyle Crutchmer at Bellator 289 last December. And Kuramagomedov, a representative of American Top Team, and he trains with monsters like undefeated Bellator middleweight champion Johnny Eblen. And our first look at Kuramagomedov in the Bellator cage.
Well, just in his last fight, by beating a guy like Kyle Crutchmer, it tells you that Willis can be a good defensive wrestler, but it's a different style that comes with Kuramagomedov. He's got that Dagestani style, which they're big into just reshooting continuously.
Inside. Late kick and a couple of low kicks by Kuramagomedov fighting out of the southpaw stance, liver kick, a return from Willis. Willis, who said he's had issues throughout his career, being, overthinking, overanalysis leads to paralysis, getting into his own head. After that 2-fight losing streak, changed camps, and now coming off a win representing Killcliff FC and putting it on. Kuramagomedov looking to defend the knee up the middle by Willis. And when you talk about Kuramagomedov, wrestling is his biggest strength.
Wrestling is his biggest strength. He's not a bad striker at all, but wrestling is definitely his biggest strength. What you want to do if you're Willis is make sure that he doesn't get into that double unders where he gets his hands locked either on the body or around the hips. He gets to that position, that's what, oh man, that was a big knee.
What a strike by Kuramagomedov. Lights, camera, knockout. That's how you make a Bellator MMA debut. Ramazan Kuramagomedov. We talk about his wrestling. He just picked up his second knockout, his first since a kick to the body KO in April of 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the end comes 1 minute 24 seconds into round number 1. The winner by knockout, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
84 seconds is all it took for Kuramagomedov to knock out Jaleel Willis in his Bellator debut in June. Randall Braveheart Wallace in his 32nd professional fight, finally making it to the big time. And Wallace has won 5 in a row, although his last 8 fights have gone the distance. And Kuramagomedov already testing the waters with the oblique kick, but Wallace putting on the early pressure.
It's good pressure by Wallace. I've watched Wallace on the California scene for a number of years. Tough guy, just up against a monster in Kuramagomedov.
An incredible story. When Wallace was he was found in his... Oh, wait a minute, right hook from Kuramagomedov as Wallace went down momentarily but buckled his knee. Needless to say, almost drowned at the age of 2. His mother, who never practiced CPR, breathed into her son's mouth. Needless to say, he's now here in the Bellator cage, but he is in tough against Ramazan Kuramagomedov, who's already thrown some heavy leather.
Kuramagomedov's trying to drown him again because, man, he is all over him with big shots. Wallace has done a great job of surviving some of those because he got tagged. He's just trying to collect himself and make it through. Another head kick.
Right hand to the body by Wallace. There's a beautiful hook kick by Kuramagomedov. Hook kick and then the left hook from Wallace. Left hook curled around the guard of Kuramagomedov by Wallace, and then Kuramagomedov back front kick.
He's just got beautiful range and the ability to understand the distance that he needs to cover to land the shot.
Changes levels, looking for the takedown and secures it on Wallace along the fence. Kuramagomedov, from working out of American top team, whose training partners include Bellator middleweight champion Johnny Evelyn, Bellator vet Dalton Rasta, and kickboxing great Artem Levin, one of his coaches, along with Mike Brown, and now the back take.
Get fingers out.
He's trying to sweep out that left leg of Wallace. Get rid of the post and bring him down to the canvas. Oh, southpaw left hand right to the nose, and that kick by Kuramagomedov partially blocked.
Well, he has landed a lot of shots so far.
And at 54% success rate.
And we're talking a lot of them with power.
Oh. Yeah, he pops his head back like the proverbial Pez dispenser with that jab. And their beautiful setup, uses the left hand to set up the level change right into the takedown. An amazing performance thus far by Ramazan Kuramagomedov in his 12th professional fight against a veteran in Randall Braveheart Wallace. It's been an offensive onslaught for the undefeated Kuramagomedov. Out striking Wallace 22-2. Kuramagomedov 2 for 3 in the takedown department.
He has just done anything he wants in this fight so far. When he wants to stand and throw kicks, he's throwing beautiful kicks, even hook kicks. Then he goes with his hands, big power, knocking Wallace down. And then when he wants to take him to the ground, drives in, takes him down.
27 years of age, just entering his physical prime.
And that's the scary part when you think about it. You look at someone with that much talent that is able to do whatever they want in the cage at this point. Man, just think in a couple years where he's going to be at.
Butterfly got by Wallace, but unable to stop the attack of Kuramagomedov. Under a minute left here in the first round. It is all Kuramagomedov. Got 5 submission wins, and now against the fence, so it's going to be tough. Although if there would have been space, he would have looked like he was jumping to the other side with the arm triangle. And now Wallace trying to use that fence to reverse his fortune.
He was still looking for it. Now Wallace is really good with his defense. He understands exactly where he's at, what he needs to do. It's just that at this point, he can't stop the attacks of Kuramagomedov.
Ramazan Kuramagomedov with a superlative start to this matchup here at Bellator 301.
Easy up, it's round. Go, fight.
And we are seeing round number 2. Another kick to the head there by Kuramagomedov. And determined Wallace marching forward after getting buried by Kuramagomedov offensively in that first 5 minutes. No quit, and the veteran coming forward looking to nice parry of that left hand by Wallace.
Well, if you were listening during the break there, you heard.
There's that knee. Oh, wow! 4-punch combination. Wallace being stapled to the fence, yet still standing.
I'll tell you what, he definitely is taking some heavy shots and hanging in there. But even his corner said, you're taking too many big shots.
Well, he just took a few big more.
I said they just added a couple more on top of it.
Some crushing combination by Kuramagomedov, and he has utilized every weapon at his disposal. A varied, dynamic, aggressive, and dangerous attack. Again, just 27 years of age and 11-0 to start his professional career, and following up what was a sensational Bellator debut with that 84-second knockout. Jaleel Willis, thanks to the knee.
Nice job of lacing the arm behind. Now he's got Wallace's right arm trapped. He's got that Dagestani handcuff.
Pick your shots evenly, yeah?
Opening up. It's opened up a cut on Wallace's, above his left eye.
He's opened him up like a double click, and everything is clicking for Ramazan Kuramagomedov. 3 minutes left here in round number 2.
And again, take a look. That arm's trapped, and he's just jackhammering with that left hand.
Wallace doesn't have the key to the handcuff.
No, he does not. Unfortunately, there he goes. He's got his hands free now, but he's just taking him. Just taking a pound.
245, and it is all Kuramagomedov. But the 34-year-old Randall Wallace, who again has been through so much, his family has conquered many forms, as he told us, of abuse, trauma, broke generational curses, and he believes he's still just scratching the surface of what is possible for his life. Well, he made it to Bellator MMA. That's the good news. The bad news is he's facing Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
You got that right. I couldn't have said that better. It's like, well, welcome to your opportunity, and here you go. Sometimes, you know, you got to just hang on for moments and just sit there and try to figure out what you can do to try to become offensive and do something that's going to slow your opponent down. Right now, I'm not sure that Randall Wallace has found any answer to that.
Elbows from the bottom, but a better elbow from up top. It's amazing what happens when you have gravity on your side. 1:45 left here in the second. And there's a guard pass by Kuramagomedov. Back take of uppercut underneath, and now perhaps looking for a choke. Looking for that rear naked choke. Kuramagomedov has 5 submission wins, looking for his first via RNC.
He's got one hook in now. Now he's got both.
And Ramazan Kuramagomedov improves to 12-0 with his first rear naked choke submission, his 6th submission overall, his 2nd sensational performance in the Bellator MMA cage. 2-0, 1 KO, 1 sub. Doesn't get better than that.
That's what you're looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end officially. 3 minutes, 49 seconds into round number 2. The tap by way of a rear naked choke for the winner by submission. Still undefeated Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Great to see the respect. Now light the touch paper, guys. The fight of the night. Elite Warriors. The Bellator World Championship at welterweight at stake. Jason Jackson defending against Ramazan Kuramagomedov in the white trunks. He's the southpaw from Russia. Never tasted a loss. Doesn't know what it means. He's a winner and always has been. But Jackson is now in his prime and having the time of his life in the cage.
Jason Jackson, twitchy, edging forward, goes for the uppercut. Nice head position straight away. Let's see what Jason Jackson does with this clinch, whether he decides to engage or to break.
A lot of the takedown defense of Jason Jackson is based on his ability to dictate range. They're always a little too far out to get anything done. Kuramagomedov likes what we call a snatch single leg. He just reaches for it. He doesn't really commit much to his hips.
That was a nice short elbow on the break there from Kuramagomedov. I think he realized he was going to lose the clinch and decided to see if he could land a shot.
That was really sharp. Found his timing quickly.
Yes.
And with the leg there.
Hard inside low kick as well. Jason Jackson lunges for the body shot again. Clinches almost in a defensive way to turn himself off and get back out to space, but you don't want to be back against the fence with Ramzan here.
There's a real confidence here from the Russian.
He's definitely pressing the action right now. Jason Jackson, I think, starting off a little tight. Needs to loosen up a little bit, let his combinations flow. That's what he's very, very good at. Stringing together combinations, varying his attacks up.
Here comes the takedown.
First real commitment to it.
He was expecting that, you can see. And he's taken down first time. First taken down, it was very, very easy, that was. And he's got the leg bind, the old leg irons there. Trapped him.
Mermaid position, another thing they love to call it.
Mermaid position.
Yeah, feet together, you see it. Yep.
It's not very glamorous to be a mermaid position.
Yeah, well, Khabib, of course, the master of this. Bring the legs together.
Yeah.
It's easy to kind of advance forward around the legs after that.
Absolutely. And a victim of Khabib in the corner as well with Michael Johnson, who very much felt this position and could coach his fighter through it based on experience.
The ease of that takedown is daunting, gentlemen. It was pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of elevating these legs. He's binding the legs together, sitting across the shins, across the lower knees, which means that before Jason Jackson can do anything, he has to recover a leg. He can't get up without his legs. He's got to get them underneath him.
You got to turn your side to get your leg out, and that's where the danger is.
It's a really positive start, this, from Kuramagomedov. Confident from the opener.
And surely the feeling here for Kuramagomedov is, well, my game works against the champion as well, right? This is a realizing moment for him. He's realizing that the skills that have got him this far may potentially win him a belt.
Education to take him to the next level.
For sure. Jason Jackson clears his legs. You can see Kuramagomedov going straight away to rebind them again. Slides his left leg underneath. Shelves the legs.
Crowd can start booing. It's not going to bother the Russian fighter one little bit.
But what can Jackson do here? A minute 30 to go.
He's got to turn on his side to pull his leg out. As soon as you turn on your side, you can't defend that side, you get hit. That's the difficulty. And we've been saying it all night. You can't defend punches and establish better position in jiu-jitsu. It's very difficult to do.
So has he got to see this out?
Yeah, he's almost stuck here. Has to figure out what to do in the next minute 10. Because shuffling the hips, he's got to turn to his side just like that to do it, and that allows Kuramagomedov to punch or advance. Now the trade-off is Kuramagomedov can't do a whole lot of ground and pound from this position.
Connor with us all the way through. Great to see.
Another guy who knows Khabib pressure well.
Yeah, he does.
Yep. Yeah, maybe you're going to see if Jason Jackson can figure this problem out. You know, a hardcore MMA fan, though, that's for sure. Nothing is more true about Conor McGregor, right?
Yeah, just loves it.
Yeah.
Lives it, breathes it. Great to see him here.
And he took his time to go around the front and meet all the fans as well.
He's done all that. He's been absolutely brilliant around the cage. Shots you haven't seen at home, and you've seen some great ones too.
Dan, we said before this fight, man, oh, can you take him down and dominate like could everybody else?
Yeah.
So far in round number 1, it looks like it.
Does this change Jason Jackson's game plan, though? Does he learn that he's got to stay off the fence in order to deal with these takedowns?
Well, he's dragged his way through. 10 seconds left of the first round, and it's Ramazan Kuramagomedov who's had it his way.
Okay, round 2, gentlemen, let's go, fight.
Again, the respect there between the pair. Top quality.
See, this is much better for Jason Jackson. If he's moving forward, then he's got all the space behind him to deal with the takedown. If he's trapped up against the fence, then he's got nowhere to go. Even if he takes a couple of shots like this, it makes more sense for him to be on the front foot and forcing Kuramagomedov to level change defensively. I go back to BJ Penn's Sean Shirt. Shirt was forced into a level change and went straight onto it near BJ Penn. I watched that again the other day. Great fight.
When you wave off your own fight, that's a successful fight from BJ, man.
Good shots to the body.
Yep.
Using his southpaw style well here, isn't he, Ramazan?
Yeah, very well. Hard to jab from that side, but line up very well for power punches. And
that's a good sprawl. But he's going to get, oh, nice work. I was expecting to get driven into the fence there, but Kuramagomedov failed on it.
That's what you want to do. You want to extract a higher and higher toll of energy for the takedown. You're going to shoot. It's going to cost you a lot. Make sure opponent think about it. Yeah.
You know, the other thing as well, Jimmy, sorry to cut you off, but in my keys to victory, I said uppercuts and knees. Not necessarily because they're his best weapons, but because they're a very good job of occupying that center channel where someone has to put their head when they're taking an opponent down. It's a good deterrent just to show the hips sometimes.
Remember Chuck Liddell would like load that uppercut, like, oh, it's waiting for you. Go ahead and drop your head, I dare you. And it worked. An uppercut that misses will make you think twice about that takedown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's bring Big John in. How are you seeing it? It's an interesting one, isn't it?
It's a good fight right now. You got to look and say, obviously, Kuramagomedov won the first round. He won it more with just cage control. There wasn't a lot of striking on either side, but Jason Jackson's doing a very nice job of circling his hips away from the cage, which is giving Kuramagomedov trouble in getting that second takedown.
Yeah, good shout there from Big John McCarthy. Really good shout. Especially this round, as Kuramagomedov has been shooting and level changing, we've seen Jason Jackson turning a corner with his takedown defense, so he's not backing up in a straight line. That's smart cage awareness, and that's where your experience comes into play.
Oh, nice. Low leg kick. It's another advantage of that southpaw stance. It can be hard to read that power shot. It's very quick.
Versatile as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And you're going after the inside of the leg, which is not as tough as the outside.
Jason Jackson's holding that right hand right close to his chin. Of course, that's a defensive thing, but it looks to me like it's cocked, like the hammer of a... Oh, here it is again. Tries for the head kick.
Yeah, tries the uppercut a couple of times, doesn't land, I think. The Russian here, but he's impressing me.
Stole his hair.
Oh. How often does that happen, Dan?
Not very.
Do you remember Paulie Malignaggi having his hair cut
yes,
in the corner because the braids got in the way and he couldn't see, and in between rounds, it was all cut off.
I remember it well. I remember it well.
I don't know if we're going to see Jason Jackson cutting his dreads off between rounds.
On we go. Jackson, Kuramagomedov, and Conor McGregor. What else do you want? Bellator delivering.
And in this last year, Bellator's viewership's been growing since the acquisition of the PFL. People are interested in the crossover of the rosters and fighters going into the regular season. And of course, we've got new champions as well. We've got the Champs v Champs cards going on.
More opportunities for the young fighters.
Absolutely. You know, Jason Jackson, if he defends his belt here, he knows he's got plenty more tests in front of him. Same with Kuramagomedov. If he wins the belt, there is so much more work to do to establish himself as a pay-per-view superstar in mixed martial arts. It's encouraging, right? You don't want to feel like you've already reached the end of your career at this stage. These guys need incentives.
Yeah, and whatever, nice left hook. Whatever incentive Kuramagomedov needs, he's used it in the second half of this round. He's come on strong. He's been versatile with his attacks. I think he's kind of frozen Jason Jackson just a little bit. Kuramagomedov, a bit more unorthodox. Jackson's having trouble reading it.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting that jab going. Kuramagomedov on his feet, for me, is boxing really well.
Always hard to use the jab against an opposite stance.
Tries to check the inside low kick. Jason Jackson's going to be coming in with that right hand again in a minute. That's why Kuramagomedov circled away from it. There's the right hand. I like that searching right hook to the body that we've been seeing. That inside low kick is a problem for Jason Jackson.
The way he's mixing up the hands and legs as well. Brilliant.
Nice.
Kuramagomedov, who's got a tree cutting business back home, originally from Jamaica, now based in Florida. Incredible story. Tough rise to the top. Ramazan Kuramagomedov has been into MMA for many, many years. Won trophies since he was a teenager. And he said he will become a world champion tonight. So far, maybe so good.
That move to the close side that Jason Jackson did then, smart. Oh, he saw the elbow then. That was a look of things to come if he steps into the line.
Kuramagomedov, the favorite now with the odds makers. Big John with you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to go with Kuramagomedov. He inside leg kicks and his ability to control the position of their feet. He's giving Jason problems in the fact that Jason is allowing him to step outside of his foot. That's causing a problem for Jason. He's got to figure that out. I see he's trying to do it in this round. We'll see if it'll work.
Spot on, John. That southpaw style, the movement, the confidence, everything's with Kuramagomedov at the moment.
Two hard inside low kicks there as well. And that oblique kick, that little side kick to the thigh as well, just for variety.
When it comes to the style, Jason Jackson, really, really technical, but he can be a little too technical, maybe a little too basic, right? Kuramagomedov does throw some interesting stuff with the lead and the rear legs. I see that stance switch, boom, right to the leg kick. Very, very versatile with his offense.
Yeah, Jason Jackson needs to address those low kicks because then, oh, that was a nice hook. They're starting to eat into that lead leg and it's going to start to make him hesitant to move forward. Nice knee to the body.
He looks relaxed, he looks flowing and fluent. Kuramagomedov, Jackson tries to come back with a right hand. Isn't he just a bit static and a bit?
He's just too hesitant. I think he feels like anytime he pressures forward, he's either walking onto something or he's dealing with takedowns, like he is here. Look, as soon as he closes distance, the clinch is there. Now he's got to make the decision of whether he wants to stay in the clinch, whether he wants to try and hustle out, maybe eat an elbow on the way out. Look, you know, there's so many things he's being given to think about from Kuramagomedov, purely because Kuramagomedov's skill set is so broad and so deep. He's able to give him so many different looks and make him work.
Halfway through the third round, 3rd of 5, remember. World Championship, the treasure. Which way is it going? Got to work from Jackson, but here he comes again, Kuramagomedov.
Adam, I know you call followed a lot of boxing. Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, fighters didn't throw against them. Their numbers went way down. Why? Every time I throw, I get hit. So against the technicians, you're like, oh, why aren't they pulling the trigger? Because there's a counterpunch waiting for them every time. Kuramagomedov has done so well with that counter offense. When you ask yourself at home, why isn't Jason throwing more? He's getting hit when he tries to throw. That makes you hesitate.
Hesitant, stuck in the mud. Jackson's got work to do here, surely. 1:45 of the third. Switching stances, tries the uppercut.
And Jason's used to, in his last few fights, he's been so dominant, he's used to fighters having to come after him. Now he's in a situation where he has to make something happen with his long-range weapons, and that's difficult to do.
He's really struggling to get going in this round. I don't even think he knows what to open up with. Like, Kuramagomedov is constantly in motion. He's switching his stance, attacking different targets.
You saw that reaching right hand, Dan. Off balance, reaching with it. Yeah.
Jimmy, Dan, you're the experts. But to me, it looks like he's in a flow. He's got a plan, and he's executing it.
Kuramagomedov is winning right now, and he's cruising. And it's all on Jason Jackson. He's now the one that's really going to have to start putting it on his opponent, because this is last 45 seconds of the third round. We're moving into the championship rounds after this. There are 2 rounds left to win. There's blood on the face of the champion, Jason Jackson, here. Now he's backed up against the fence.
Oh, big shots here from Kuramagomedov.
Oh, that was a good elbow.
Oh,
really good.
Cut over the eye. Blood to the eye now. Kuramagomedov really mixing it up.
That's a bad spot. It's already running right into the eye.
Yeah, and you can see Jason Jackson pawing at it. That's what's going to get the referee's attention and force him to bring the doctor in.
I think this guy looks a star, Kuramagomedov.
I think you're very right, Adam.
Cruising.
He's a special fighter.
Look at that.
All right, let's go, fight.
2 rounds to go, and surely the Russian, the undefeated man from Dagestan, in a handy lead.
And the problem with these Russian-trained, I'm sorry, Dan, the problem with these Russian-trained fighters, they won't suddenly make a mistake. They won't suddenly overreach because they think they're ahead. They won't suddenly go for a stupid knockout technique. That's not what they tend to stay with the game plan.
Shot to the body from Jackson.
And you also won't know when they're tired or hurt as well. So
no idea.
You know, they're very, very stoic, difficult to understand, difficult to read. That was a nice lead hook, though, by Jason Jackson. Got the attention for a moment.
Dan, what would you have said in the corner to Jason?
Well, honestly, no, I think the corner team did a good job. Michael Johnson is like, it's time to go. You've got to go. Even McGregor on the other side with his Irish Forge stout in his hand, he's coaching Jason Jackson. The offensive wrestling might be a good idea.
Let's get over to Peter. Peter, what do you think?
Yeah, I had a good look at the corner of that cut. It's pretty nasty, right through his eyebrow. Dan is right, he's good at reading lips. That's exactly what Michael Johnson was saying. You got to do something dramatic in these 2 rounds. It feels like they feel he's 3 down and he needs a stoppage.
Thanks, Peter. I think that's the feeling from around the cage. Kuramagomedov has been excellent. Look at those odds as well. Everything's changed.
Now Jason Jackson with the leg bound as well, which is a good position for him to be in, but he's really going to have to make something happen. This is the problem now. He's in this position too late in a round fight.
I was about to say, yeah, it's great in round 1 when Kuramagomedov did it. Now you're behind that methodical grappling game. You're not going to catch Kuramagomedov on the ground more than likely. So you gotta swing for the home run, unfortunately. This position's not going to do it for you.
You can see the odds have swayed in Kuramagomedov's favor.
And also, if you're in Jason Jackson's corner, one of the things you say is, hey, this guy's not rocking you with shots. He's not the hardest puncher in the world. You haven't been hurt. He's giving you his best shot. You're still okay. Be willing to get in there and trade.
A nice short punch there. I wonder if Jason Jackson was expecting to be able to force Kuramagomedov to scramble and maybe expose his back here a little bit. Blood from the nose of Kuramagomedov, who does look like he's fading a little bit now. For the first time, I think, in his career, we've seen him taking a few deep breaths.
Well, it's unknown territory, isn't it? And up at this level, for Kuramagomedov, who's been so good for the first 3.
How tight is he on this neck? Oh, it's just a loose grip.
He's in good position.
I wonder if Kuramagomedov's showing the respect that he needs.
This is more near-side cradle, which isn't going to do anything from this position. Doesn't look like he's going to commit to the guillotine right now. Now he's committed to it.
Oh, look at this.
Hips are in. This might be tight.
He's posturing in, he's driving in. It would be easier if Kuramagomedov was standing.
Smart enough to let go.
Man, Kuramagomedov looking bust up now.
Real change here. Jason Jackson in the 4th round.
Odds have dropped.
Well, they're changing all the time.
Oh.
Look at this from Jackson.
He needs to go to high elbow with this. He needs to bring that arm up above the shoulder.
But Adam, I know it looks good, but if this were that bad, Kuramagomedov would be defending.
Yeah.
Right? So what he's doing is he's saying, okay, go ahead, squeeze, waste all this energy and I'm fine. So the fact that he's not defending is an indicator that it's not as tight as it looks from here.
You know, and if nothing else, he's taking a round right now to have a breather, knowing full well that he's 1-3. Jose Aldo used to do this, as you'll remember.
All the time.
Pick a round, I'll take this one off.
Cage smarts.
Yes. And, you know, 5-round experience is not something that Kuramagomedov is. Oh, that was a lovely shot on the inside. But this might be a calculation that he came into a 5-round fight with. Tight on this neck, posture's broken.
But his energy must be lowering, he must be tiring, Kuramagomedov, after all the work he's done so far.
Jason Jackson going back to this guillotine position over and over. That's a fatiguing position to try to finish. Using your whole upper body, and this is the scramble, Dan, that you talked about that he wanted, and Kuramagomedov, good job getting back to guard.
5 minutes, a change. Jason Jackson. 5 quick minutes or 5 long minutes.
Depends on if you win or you lose. That totally defines how it feels. God, beautiful leg kick again.
Yeah, great start to this one for Kuramagomedov. Let's go over to John. Jason Jackson better in the 4th.
Absolutely. Jason Jackson wins that 4th round 10-9, but he's going to have to do something to get a finish or have a huge round here to hold on to his belt.
Thanks, John. Kuramagomedov could be just over 4 minutes away from the stream.
Oh, it's tight, but he's past the legs already.
No, not going to finish from here. No guard, no guillotine. That's the rule. Man. Legs aren't involved, it's not going to work.
Yeah, that could have been a miscalculation. He could have jumped on a guillotine that was too shallow, and now he's got to build himself back up, and Jason Jackson's in the same position that he was in the end of last round.
Yeah, but the question is that enough of a momentum swing? He can stay here, win at 10-9, and still lose his title on all of our scorecards.
Yeah, and interestingly, just going back to what Big John McCarthy said, if Jason Jackson's able to have a big round here and make it a 10-8, it's going to be a draw.
Going Darce. How much does he commit to it? That's the question.
Look at the odds shifting again. Kuramagomedov's still a favorite, but not nearly as big of an odds as he was.
They'll be shifting all the way through. That's what we want to see. Jackson Kuramagomedov, here at you at home. Where's your thinking? Referee looking down.
Jason Jackson, he's got this figure 4 position locked up, but he just doesn't like he's got it deep enough to really commit.
And
now he's gone to the opposite side.
He's got to roll through to make it work, and that's a commitment. He wants to get this work. That's we call a gator roll to his left side to tighten it up. Yeah, he bailed on it to the back.
Tries to circle. Can he clear that arm? Not quite. He's not quite there. He's still working for it, but Kuramagomedov.
Good hip movement from Kuramagomedov. Yeah.
Claws his way back into a front-facing position.
Desperately trying Jackson, isn't he? But Kuramagomedov got out of that. 2:35 left.
Half a round to go. Jason Jackson needs to get himself off the fence here. He needs some space. He can't get that left leg clear because there's no space to leg out of it. Now he's got
Good hips from Jason Jackson, though.
If I was him, I would be looking to stuff and try and get back to my feet here. Because, especially in 2 minutes left in the round, he might be able to force Kuramagomedov to level change, and there's where the uppercuts and knees come back into play.
Hail Mary submissions, much harder to pull off than Hail Mary knockouts.
And the time is running out, guys. The clock is ticking, and Jackson's clinging on to his world title by his fingertips. Ramazan Kuramagomedov on the verge now.
Come on, work, guys, work. Try to keep busy.
Warning from the referee, 90 seconds left in this championship fight. Kuramagomedov hanging onto a leg. Jason Jackson defending the takedown but exhausted.
And here's where there's an opportunity to stand up. Will he take it? No, he's staying on top. Once again, I think it's a round-winning strategy. It's not a fight-winning strategy.
Good shot, Jimmy.
But is that the problem?
That is
leaving it in the hands of the judges here. Unofficial, all of us.
I don't know as Jason Jackson will be confident that he won any of those first 3 rounds. To be focused on winning this round on points. He's going to need this finish. And his corner team are screaming at him.
40 seconds left. Bellator welterweight title fight. On their feet momentarily. Any late drama. Paul Hughes left it late in the second when he won.
That's it. Kuramagomedov's going to stay attached to him for the next 15 seconds now.
He's seen it out, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Kuramagomedov. 10 seconds to go. Jason Jackson's title might be slipping away. Ramazan Kuramagomedov is going to survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in tonight's world title fight, we'll go to your 3 judges at cage side. All 3 judges, Jacob Montalvo, Michael Bell, and Brian Miner, all see it exactly the same. 48-47. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision. And now the new Bellator welterweight world champion, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Ramazan Kuramagomedov. Very emotional, my friend. You can see this means a lot to you. Talk about what you're feeling at this moment.
Очень эмоциональный момент, как ты себя чувствуешь?
Я не могу описать словами этот момент. Я не знаю даже, что сказать. Единственное, хочу сказать моему сопернику, он не заслужил сегодня проиграть. Но бывают такие дни, когда твой день бывает не твой день. Сегодня просто мой день, но он ничем не слабее, чем я.
He said, I can't even explain how I feel right now. All I could say is that my opponent doesn't deserve the loss. He's a great guy, he's a tough guy. Today was just my day. Someday is going to be his day, but nothing to take away from Jason.
And did you know, as you were going into the judges' scorecards, were you confident that those first 3 rounds were yours on the scorecards?
Yes. I think about like first 3 rounds I win. In round number 4, he like confused me a little bit. He started wrestling, and round number 5 we just like scramble, not punch me, he not punch me, I'm not punching him, we just scramble. This is why I think after fight I win. But you know, everybody know what's judges. They can give to him win, but today they give to me.
Like a very tough, very, very challenging champion that you just took the belt off. It's got to mean even more to you because it was such a tough fight.
In my opinion, I was prepared to the best welterweight in the world. Doesn't matter, Bellator, PFL, and UFC. For my opinion, he was the best welterweight in the world.
And now you're the best welterweight in the world, my friend. What's your message to the rest of this division? You are the champion now, the belt's yours, and they've got to come and try and get it from you.
This guy who is in the right now, he will give you his answer.
So who's next, Mike Hogan?
Well, we're going to see. I mean, Lorenz Larkin is going to fight in San Diego against Levan Chokeli. I think the winner of that could be the next in line.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.